You see the feedback we got on that episode, by the way?
I saw like a couple of the first initial.
There are some interesting feedbacks on that episode.
There is.
Yeah.
There was one guy saying like we need to take a stronger moral stance on something. I was like, dude, what are you talking
I couldn't
about?
tell. There was one guy that said like everybody's getting views off of his name lately or something. I couldn't tell if it was like you guys are just doing this because it's got Andrew Tate's name in it, and I was like, no, we're doing it because it has Daz Black's
name in it.
and we like to watch Daz Black, and he just happens to be covering something that I didn't even know anything about. I literally didn't know it existed until we watched Daz's video. So like. I don't know. I was just like, this is an interesting crowd. I did not realize we were going to pull that crowd from that one. But I guess we did. I
guess we did. Whatever,
okay, here
man.
we are. I was going to let it happen.
It is what it is.
Some of those videos, you just kind of got to be like, oh.
Okay.
All right. That's how that's going. Okay, well, moving on.
Thanks for the view.
Anyways, let's get into this one, shall we?
Yeah.
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 Punch my hand with my hand. Because that's how it goes on a Monday morning.
Be a man.
It's a Monday morning. It's Labor Day morning for us. But for you guys, it's like 2 weeks out. And I'm pretty sure at this point,
Wednesday.
I'm on the East Coast. Pretty sure. So, and it's a Wednesday.
Yeah, it's a Wednesday.
I might be in Jersey on a Wednesday. I don't
Yeah.
actually know. I'm not 100% sure what's going to happen out there. So anyways, if you're on the East Coast and you see this, come say hi. Or shoot me a message or something. I don't know. Yeah. Anyways, on the screen in front of us is Lorenzo Cole. Bad Love.
Bad Love.
This is his official music video. If you guys don't know who Lorenzo Cole is, go check out. I think we have a playlist for him. If not, it's in our miscellaneous playlist. There's a lot of stuff in there. You guys should peruse it. It's kind of like a grab bag of just
random
anything.
things.
So it's a good spot to get started on our channel if you're not sure where to start. But he had a song called "Piece of America." I think was the last one we watched from him. And kind of took me by surprise. It was
amazing.
Definitely like a country-ish vibe,
punk, dude.
But then the chorus was like this weird 90s alt punk vibe thing going on. So I don't know. So I don't really know what to expect from this. We've heard the first 2 seconds, and there's like some what sounds like acoustic guitar or something. So I'm not 100%
I've been
sure.
wondering these last two. If you guys haven't seen the last 2 episodes I've been wondering what the fuck feels weird on my head. It's because I've had sunglasses sitting on my head this whole time. Anyway,
and the saga comes to an end. There it
comes
goes.
to an end. I was like, man, my headphones just don't feel comfortable today. Like, what the fuck is going on?
So, not much more to say about it. I mean, we're just gonna get right into it. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's just. Did you just pull this out of a bag or like how?
I just got a notification. Lorenzo Cole just uploaded Bad Love. I was like, sick. Here we
are. So that's how we find out about it, and let's dive into it, shall we?
Let's get it.
Here we go. Sounds like an acoustic guitar. I think it is, but I can't really tell.
What I gotta do to feel like myself again. What I gotta do to finally love myself again. What I gotta say to make it all better now. What I gotta take to save me from falling down. I couldn't tell you where the fuck this thing is going, babe. I'm just doing what I can to make it through the day. These things you say and do ain't the truth. This whiskey got me feeling you proof. So tell me about the struggles of a love. You got me living life between this fucking bottle and a gun. I put up with enough and bitch, I'm fucking done. I'm bad love, yeah. What I gotta do to feel like myself again. What I gotta do to finally love myself again. What I gotta say to make it all better now. What I gotta take to save me from falling down. I don't know where the fuck my
man. That's good. It's got a really good, and that's the question, right? What do I got to do to make myself, or what do I got to do to feel like myself again? What do I have to? And see, that's the question. That's where a lot of people they struggle with things and they don't necessarily know what to do. And it sounds like from the story he tells. He's like, I'm bad love or whatever. I'm with this person and it's not going great. Okay. But he's like, the only thing I can do is step away.
Yeah.
Just step away.
It's not going great and I'm not helping. So what else? What do you do at that point? Right. It's you kind of just have to take a step back.
Just step away and then figure yourself out because the questions that people always want to ask the question of, well, what are they doing wrong?
There always has to be an
Which-
existential problem, and sometimes it just takes stepping back and going, is it me? Because it seems like
Well-
everything around me is a problem. Am I the issue? Or, like that kind of thing?
And I mean, it... So, there's things in life that you don't compromise on. Like, who you are as a person,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
you don't
yeah.
want to compromise on. But if part of who you are as a person, whether it's the other person in the relationship or it's yourself, has some sort of toxic traits or toxic behaviors, those need to be addressed, right? Because it doesn't matter who you're with. Those things that you do or the other person does, it doesn't matter who it is, it's going to be a problem.
Some people are famous for being toxic and being assholes and things like that.
Yes.
But unfortunately for the rest of us mere mortals, that's not how it is. You don't get
Yeah.
famous for being a dick. Those people, a lot of those people started with an acting career and that's just kind of their shtick, and then they just kind of bought onto that, so that's who they are as a person now because of that. But yeah, that doesn't
doesn't make
happen.
it okay, but
No. But it's just it's how we know them because they're a public figure and they can get away with it because of that kind of thing. I can't come up with any specific examples, but
I definitely could. We were
doesn't-
just talking about it at the beginning of this episode.
It doesn't work that way for regular society. You can't just like Chris said, if you have bad traits, if you have something that's like you being a dick or whatever it is, that needs addressed.
Yeah.
It might make you who you are, but you don't want people to know you for being a piece of shit.
Well, and I don't even think it.
Entertain.
I don't even think it matters.
know,
Right.
Dude. I don't know. Dude.
I don't even think it matters as far as what other people think, because I think that's the first thing you need to let go of is what other people think.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
But the most important question, and he asks it, how do I make myself feel like myself again? How do I fall back in love with myself? How do I...
Where did the anger, the rage, or whatever it is, where did it come
there's
from?
something about myself that I don't like, and I need to identify it and figure it out. And because if you can't like yourself, you can't like anybody else, because you're always going to have this thing that you don't like about yourself, and you shove it off on other people, whether you know you do or not.
Yep.
But that's an important thing. Self-reflection and being self-aware is huge. Gary Vee will tell you that. Jordan Peterson will tell you that. Gary Vee kills me. He's one of the things, one of my biggest flaws is that I take credit for everything, whether it's good or it's bad. He's which is fine. He's because, if so-and-so fucks up in accounting, I take it as my fault. Well, I shouldn't have hired that person. Or I shouldn't have. And that's cool. That's part of being accountable and personal responsibility. And, that needs to happen to a certain point. But there's some things in life that he's there's things in life that are out of my control, and I still take blame for it. And I blame myself for it. And he's that's where it becomes an issue. So learning when I'm supposed to and when I'm not supposed to has been a big learning curve, but I'm starting to learn about myself.
I'm pretty sure I saw a Gary Vee clip. He's a badass, but I'm pretty sure I saw a Gary Vee clip where he was in a classroom. He was at a PTA meeting or something like that. And
I'll talk about his kid.
Yeah, there were kids in the classroom or something like that, and he said a swear word or something or his kid said a swear word or something like that, and she was like, "You're not going to punish him for that or something." He was like, "No, why would I do that?"
No.
And she asked him, she was like, "So you swear around your kids at home?" And he was like, "Oh,
all the fucking
time."
That's what he said. Yeah.
And it was one of those things where it's
I that's just not a big deal to me.
Well, and it's one of those, like you said, you mentioned an uncontrollable thing. When my kids go out into public, they are going to hear these things.
Yeah.
Why far be it for me to be "Oh no, you close your ears when you're hearing that kind of talk, because that's just not no." At that point, you're gonna look like the outcast, because dude, it's just how people talk. It's just what it is, and it's a word. At the end of the day, it's a goddamn word. What does it matter? Who cares? And
it's letters and phonic sounds.
One of those clips is just those are the kind of reinforcing clips that I like to see from those people, where it's just the teacher's "Oh, you just swear in front of your kids?" And he's all the fucking time. Yeah. Duh. Yeah.
He's
of course.
That's just not a big deal.
Of course I do. It doesn't matter. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Is my kid learning? Are they in trouble? Are they doing what they're supposed to be doing?
Good person.
Then what the fuck does it matter? Yeah. Who cares, dude? Anyways, let's keep going.
Yeah.
Mind be going. There's two sides of you, baby, and only one of them is showing. The lies are on your lips and the guilt is in your eyes. It's my time, so goodbye, yeah. So don't tell me about the struggles of a love. You got me living life between this fucking bottle and a gun. I put up with enough and bitch, I'm fucking done. I'm bad love, yeah. What I gotta do to feel like myself again? What I gotta do to finally love myself again. What I gotta say to make it all better now. What I gotta take to save me from falling down. I'm bad at love, yeah.
I love the
I love the video, man.
I love the Marlboro shirt that says
Southern as fuck.
I like that, dude. I noticed that about halfway through. I was like, oh, okay, I like that, man. I always like kitschy like advertisement shirts and things like that, you know.
Oh man, Lorenzo Cole, man.
Little like Novation launch pad similar to my like keyboard over here that he's using. Those things they're
great.
Pretty essential studio tools, man. Most studios that you come into, you're going to find something along those lines because it's just an easy way, especially for rap music, for sampled drums, for 808s, things like that. I mean, you can pull up a billion different libraries in 5 seconds and like start putting beats together. So like, I love them. The problem that I have, and I've said it before to friends of mine that have come over and asked about it, the problem that I have, the reason why I don't use mine that much is because I never get anything done. I plug it in and I'm like, okay, I'm going to write this cool piano part and I'm going to start there and that's going to be the base of my song. I just need to find a piano tone.
Yeah.
God damn it. And that's where, and then that's
you
it.
just
that's
fall down the rabbit
hole.
hole.
Dude, I pull up a board and it's got all these different sounds, not pianos. It's got synthesizers and you know, little
like
rotary
vocal
this and
chorus
that.
1 and vocal chorus 1 through 1,000.
And then 40 minutes later, all I found is that I've just been sitting here listening to different sounds on the keys and going, oh, I like that. And then moving on to the next one and going, oh, that's cool too. Yeah, nice. And then going back and I'm like, what the hell is that thing? That's kind of weird sounding. That's all I've been doing for 40 minutes, and I never get anything done. So that's the only reason I don't use mine that much. But I think they're great. They're great tools to have.
They are.
If you know what you're doing and you have a goal in mind and you know what you want out of it, it's a great tool to have. But if you don't go in with a goal in mind, it's very easy to get lost, which is most of the recording world, honestly.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like, I know that I'm going to be doing a little bit of a project of my own while Matthew's out of town, and I am afraid I'm going to fall down that rabbit hole of love.
I'm afraid you're not going to have it done by the time I get back.
I'm definitely not going to have it done. I at least want a good port, like, you know, that good solid, like, here's our rough,
you
and
want
then
a foundation.
fine-tune from there.
Yep, exactly.
As long as I get our foundation set, we should be good.
Yep, that's where it starts. And sometimes getting a solid foundation is the toughest part.
Is the longest
like
part,
that, Like, God, I just want it to sound good coming out of the speakers. Why is that so hard to do?
Yeah.
It's because I'm a terrible musician. Yay!
Yay!
Speakers don't lie. They're honest, and that can be a bad thing, you know. Brutally honest. Anyways.
Bad Love by Lorenzo Cole, man. Here's the thing. Music video, less is more. I love it. He just pulled out the casting couch, went ahead and threw some LED lights around it, put a guitar and a Novation pad.
It seems
good
to me like maybe he's in a studio, and that's just the you know, normally studios have like you got the board up front, and then you'll have a couch back here where the
the musicians are just hanging out waiting.
It seems to me like maybe he was just right there because he's got his guitar, he's got his launch pad. It seems like that's probably where he was at, and he was just like, you know what, turn the camera around. I'm just gonna film it right here.
Yeah,
get a video out for it. And again, less is more. Get the content made. Put the video out. Do the thing. Like, just get it done. So,
well, I'm gonna give that a 4.5 out of 5.
Are you?
Yeah, I would like to hear some electric guitar in that. I think
stark difference from the other Lorenzo Cole that we listened to. Definitely, like
it was good, but it was different.
Definitely different. Yeah, I'll go 4 stars. I'll go 4 stars. Why not? Yeah, wasn't totally my cup of tea, but I don't really have much to complain about on the thing.
It's a vibe, man. Like if I was having just a rough day, that'd probably be something.
It's that real artist shit where
just
like you know,
real easy listening on the way home.
I've lost some of that sense of that emotional songwriter kind of thing since I've kind of fallen off of being in bands and stuff like that. So it's a little harder for me sometimes to tap into what these more emotional songs. But you know, you got to give credit to it, man. Like
for real,
the musicians that are still doing that and aren't afraid to pour their heart out and let everybody know kind of what's going on with them behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Good for you, man.
Yeah.
Good for you guys. Like that's I'm starting to get to the portion of my life where I don't share as much information like that anymore. So like,
right.
Which I just have other things going on. That's just how it works.
Yeah.
But
it's like, you know what, you can't help me, I can't help me. I'm just gonna live my life, whatever it is.
Produce music and make videos and keep moving on with my day.
Yes. Well, if you guys like this episode as much as we did, be sure to leave a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, click the bell, become part of the notification gang. And with that, we'll see you guys next time. Bow.
I went left-handed with it. I went left-handed that time.
Oh, liberal.
Probably not the right move.
Not the right move.